What is up, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I believe I unmuted myself. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I see a couple of you guys in the chat. Maddie, what up, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you, my guy, side. Y'all are, y'all got started without me, I see. Gotta keep that rotation. Just kidding. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Yo, if my sigh, oh, you you cracked me up, bro. You gave me a brief heart attack there for a split second. Oh gosh. Good morning, fam. Good morning. So we have a big weekend ahead of us, guys. Good morning to everyone watching on YouTube and everyone watching on Twitter. I appreciate you guys. Of course, this is Saturday morning. It's SummerSlam weekend, guys. The first 2-day SummerSlam is upon us. Weekend. So yeah, let me know if any of you guys are out. What do they call it? Hitting the streets. If you guys are out there or at MetLife Stadium, yeah, let me know. I am still debating on doing a watch along tonight. I'm pretty certain I'm going to. No cheap plug, but if you follow me on Twitter, at Kagash Podcast, I'll send the official word probably like within an hour of wrapping up this show. I think I'm going to be able to. I'm moving, guys, so I have a lot of shit that I have to do. August is going to be an insane month for me. So just full disclosure, I am not going to be able to do a Saturday morning stream on Labor Day weekend because that's literally the weekend we'll be moving stuff. So should be good before and after then. I do have to go to Boston as well, but just scheduling notes. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in here. If I'm not able to be here, we still have a full lineup of guys on the Breastring Media side who will keep y'all in check and keep the content going for you guys. So no fret, no fret. But if you are not, sorry, Frida, if you are not subscribed, please do so. And like this whole video here if you would feel so inclined. If not, that's cool too. I don't pressure you guys to do that, even though I probably should. Or mention it more. But good morning, everyone. We had a very interesting Smackdown last night. It wasn't too eventful. The energy was there, and I will say, I did a show Thursday evening on my channel Kickash Podcast with Sean and Elvis. Great guys, great guys. Sean is all over the wrestling post shows, so I'm sure Sean Plickett, I'm sure you guys know of him. Elvis, he had his own show, Enter the Lab. They're on a little hiatus for right now, but very good guys. So check that out if you like. But the point of that was we were speaking on that, and it was one of those where this weekend where I was originally feeling like, man, like yes, like everyone's saying, the build feels a little bit rushed, or we maybe could have just gotten a little bit more out of each storyline. Well, for instance, like Cena and Cody, we had the story there, but other ones like Gunther and Punk, for instance, I think they cleaned that up very nicely this past weekend, or this past week on Raw, rather. But it just felt like that that big show feeling, in my opinion, wasn't quite there. It was just you're excited. It was like that blanket, like that base level. If you get paid commission, like it's like that base level. Like, all right, like it's SummerSlam, so I'm excited for it. That base level excitement. But nothing extra, like nothing extra, just like, but when you sit down and go through each match and kind of dig into it a little bit, it's like, man, like this is a really good card on paper. That's what I was saying. It's just a little unfortunate that they seemed a bit rushed, in my opinion. And again, like they did it to themselves, so no excuse there. But yeah, like that's what I was like. I don't know, but last night got me. I don't know, just the fans. It worked on me. The fans got me a little pumped. The beginning segment with Cena and Cody will obviously be getting into. That got me a little pumped, but then I was like, okay, like why do I feel like something's like they're setting something up now more so than before? So I definitely want y'all's thoughts on that, because I don't know. Like I'm very intrigued as to why they would just essentially, from what it appears, to just turn Cena back 2 days before. his match with Cody. So like I said, we'll be getting into that. But between that and then the go home segment, which is crazy to say, but Randy Orton and Jelly Roll and Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. I don't know, man. Jelly Roll, Jelly Roll is growing on me, guys. And again, I've said this before. I feel a little bit like a hypocrite because I can't stand the Costco guys, brothers, family, whatever, the Costco people. So I feel like I should have more disdain for Jelly Roll being involved, but I don't know. And again, like I feel like a hypocrite, and that's fine. You can call me a hypocrite. I don't know why, but Jelly Roll, I'm not as upset with Jelly Roll being involved as I am the Costco guys. And I know it's completely like I should be because first of all, Jelly Roll is going to be on the card proper, whereas the Costco guys in AEW were on just the pre-shows. And I could get into a lot of comparisons, and that's not even the point in this. The point is, I am low-key impressed with Jelly Roll. You know, he is taking this very seriously. You know, he's been down at the Performance Center, which is just so crazy to me, man. Like, it's whenever I hear that shit, I'm like, bro, like that dude's like fucking 15 minutes away from me right now. It's crazy because the Performance Center is legit like 15 minutes from where I'm sitting right now, and it's just crazy. Like, yo, like I think like, where does he go to eat? Like, could I run into him at like Target or something? You know, just crazy. Side thoughts, but me as a fan, I respect that. You know, it's one thing where celebrities come in and they're just coming in just to promote something, right? Like they don't really give a shit about wrestling. They're like, oh yeah, I mean, it's sad now, but like Hulk Hogan, you know, Ultimate Warrior, like Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, like that. You know, when they start off first with those references, it's like, oh Christ, here we go. You know, yeah, sure, buddy, yeah, of course. That wrestling. So you get the feeling, right? And you know, and a good example of that was back, I don't even remember the year. Was it like 2008, 9, maybe 9, 10, 11 time frame when they were doing like the celebrity guest hosts on Raw every week? And you could really tell who were wrestling fans and who were just there because they were supposed to be there, you know? Um, but with Jelly Roll, with Bad Bunny, you know, Bad Bunny is probably the best one. Logan Paul is a little different now because he's more integrated as in wrestling. But the guys like the Bad Bunnies and the Jelly Rolls who take it seriously, man, who either move down here or spend weeks down at the Performance Center or wherever training and really putting in the work and taking it seriously. I respect that. And it makes me not as I don't know, like bitchy, I guess, going into it, or just like dismissive, I guess, if you want to put it in a polite way, going into the match. And I don't know, because for me, I'm one of those fans where it's like, you know, like I understand the exposure, the crossover, and the need to promote your brand, right? It's a business. But at the same time, like I take it a little too seriously, you know, like I take it more seriously than I should. So there's that. And I know that comes with some, I guess, biasy or whatever, because I'm probably too not probably, but I'm too much of a fan, you know. I'm not, you know, fans like us, right, who are sitting here on a Saturday morning talking and listening to a wrestling show. We take this more seriously as compared to like a fan who's just like, oh, wrestling's in town. Let me see what they're doing. So stuff like that, you know. My dog is okay. She was fixing her bed, you know, doing a little burrow shit. But yeah, I'm gonna go into the chat here and see what you guys are saying. But we would definitely be getting into the John Cena and Cody Rhodes portion of it. But I wanted to see what you guys have to say first because I've been talking for a second. Okay, Smith, Zach, good morning, good morning. Oh shit, Sai, you were at the one in 92? No fucking way, dude. No way. That's awesome, man. Wow, that's so cool. Do you still have your ticket stub? That's so cool, man. Zon, what up, dude? What up, what up? What up? What up? Azan, did you Azan, did you upset Wade? Yo, did something happen on Wade's show last night? I gotta go back and watch that shit. I don't know. I went back because obviously like I'm subscribed, so I was gonna listen to one of the post shows before, like just while I was doing shit this morning. And one of the comments on there was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. But I don't know. Fun times. Azan. Azan, I'm not trying to do I trust me. I'm not trying to compare the Costco guys to Jelly Roll. I was just saying that because I'm fully aware I feel like a hypocrite and I may be viewed as a hypocrite, right? So I just wanted to put that out there, you know, and to put that out there because of my disdain and my I don't want to say hatred because that's a little too strong, but I can't stand the Costco guys. And I can just hear someone be like, "Oh, well, you know, you talk shit about the Costco guys, but here's Jelly Roll on the, you know, like stuff like that, you know." Because I would be that person. I would be that person, be like, "Yo, actually, da 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 da." So that's why. But just in that sense, my friend, just in that sense. Oh man, Jelly Roll. What's up, boss? You said Jelly Roll and Bad Bunny at Mania. Yo, that would be something else. Oh, you do have your ticket stub. That's sick, dude. That is sick. Oh, that's sick. And you're not old, you're just sophisticated. Dr. Ross, good morning. Good morning. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Got you. I see. I mean, to each their own. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes, sometimes if it hurts, then it was directed to the right person or the right way. You know what I mean? But, you know, good morning, Fernando. Good morning. Good morning. But, all right, y'all, we got to start with the John Cena of it all because I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is just, I don't want to say a swerve or maybe a red herring. That's another fun term. A red herring because to me, it's just mighty convenient that we've been going Elimination Chamber was what, February? So we've been going what? Is it August, 6 months now? Damn, has it really been 6 months? About 6 months. These motherfuckers, see, they knew exactly what they're doing this whole time. 6 and 6, good guy, bad guy. And I'm sorry, I need to stop cursing as much on this channel. But yeah, like taking it back. So when you think of the actual heel turn itself, and I'm not going to go into a deep dive of of a breakdown of it right now. I'm going to save that until probably after this weekend and until we see how it plays out. We know if it's for certain, but it's just very odd to me that we've gone, we'll just call it 6 months now, give or take a few days or whatever, that Cena is like, oh, F them kids, essentially, like, you know, fans, I'm tired of you guys, like, we broke up, or, you know, da 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 da. Like, how many times has he broken up with us, right? And just like that X, man, just like I told you guys, just like that X, it's like, they're that one where I was like, you know, like, they break up with you, and it's like, no, I'm serious, we're over. We're done. We are done, Ashley. We are done. No mas. I was like, all right, bro, okay. Like, you know, like I'm gonna go cry now. Okay, okay, I get it. And then they're like, no. Like the next week, it's like, hey, just reminding you, we're still broken up. Like I'm not getting back together with you. And it's like, okay, dude, like I heard you last week and the week before. Like, got it. And then it continues. You know what I mean? So we go through that. Low blows. He hates wrong killings, R-Truth, whatever is going on with that. Just all this stuff, right? CM Punk of it all, Randy Orton. He goes through the list, right? I'm not saying any of that was even necessarily bad. Just a brief rundown, right? And we get back to Cody Rhodes. All of a sudden, Cody is, you know, Cody just tells him, he's like, you know, I want to face the real John Cena 1 week. He's like, I don't, you know, I don't know what this John Cena version is. Like, I don't want to fight this dude, which I dug, right? And not shitting on it. He's like, I want to fight the real John Cena, the hustle, loyalty, respect. Where's the championship? The right way to the ring. Like, you know, Titantron, all that stuff. That's all it took. Like that's it. Like Cena comes out last night and he's like, Cody, you called me out, all this stuff. And John Cena was like, he was like, I told you I wasn't ready, and you kept pushing and pushing. And here we are, it's SummerSlam, the second biggest, I don't know if he said second, but like one of the biggest nights of the year, all this shit, hyping it up. And he's like, thank you. That's exactly what I needed. That's like pretty much like the kick in the ass I needed. And then he just goes on about how, what was it? He like conformed essentially, and like he bought into like a ratings grab or something like that. And I'm just sitting here listening to him, and I'm just like, okay, waiting for like like him to like the other shoe to drop, and him to like go back to shitting on us and Cody. And I'm just sitting here, and I'm just like, and he's like, thank you, and like he's back to rah Cena, and like he essentially apologizes, and he's back, and what was yesterday's day? Like August 1st, like 2025 is the day John Cena came back to wrestling or some shit. And I'm just like what? What am I missing? Like this can't be it. This cannot be the turn back into good guy Cena. And that's what I was getting to earlier when we were myself, Elvis, and Sean on Thursday were discussing. It was a long stream. I ended up breaking it down into night 1 and night 2, or you can watch the entirety of it, whatever you prefer. At the beginning of the full stream, we talked a little bit about Hulk Hogan, and they made August 1st Hulk Hogan Day in Florida. So we talked a little bit about that, and then of course SummerSlam. So check that out if you like. But the point of that is, obviously, when we got to the main event on night 2 for SummerSlam, we were discussing, what the turn back to good guy Cena will look like, right? Like, how do you go about that? Does that happen? Does he just ride this out this whole year as a bad guy? Like, what is it? Or does he end up coming back next year and just riding out to WrestleMania? Like, what, just kind of just spitballing and going over all the potential outcomes. And none of us were like, oh yeah, it's gonna be this week, and it's just gonna be like a simple just turn. He's gonna come in there and be like, oh yeah, you're right, Cody, all is well. Like, no, like I thought it was gonna be something to the effect of he goes through like a hard fought battle. He like maybe, and I was thinking it's going to the seed, like a heavy seed, or maybe like the seed would be like heavily watered or would sprout or some shit, whatever you want to call it, this weekend, right? Like I felt like the SummerSlam match with Cody would be the catalyst for that turn, whether it officially happened Sunday night or it was like halfway there and just waiting on the other shoe to drop. All these phrases. I did not think it was going to happen on Friday, and after Sunday, I predicted that he was going to lose, right? Early spoiler. I figured, because I think it was Elvis when he was like, well, what does he say? Like, how does he justify what he's done? And I'm like, look, man, Cena can rah-rah anything, right? I don't think I said rah-rah. I was like, but Cena can fluff up anything. He can be like, look, it was my last year. This is what I thought. I expected him to be like, look, this is my last year. Everyone knows, like, one of the talks, like one of the low-key rumors and like, the water cooler talk type thing is Cena had won a match in a singles match in, what was it, like 5 years or some shit? Like he has like had like some crazy statistic, right? So he can go out there and be like, look, I was down in the dumps. Like I was trying to put on a good face for everyone, hustle, loyalty, and respect. But behind the scenes, I was really hurt, man. I was just like, I was not, I don't say depressed, because you don't want to play with words like that. He was like, but I was just really down on myself. I felt lost. This was my last year. I knew this was going to be my last year, but I didn't think I had it in me, and I needed to break that record. Selfishly, like I needed to break that record. Everyone calls me the GOAT, but how can you be the GOAT if you're tied? You need to be one up to be the GOAT. So I did whatever it took. Once I realized that Cody wasn't gonna take the offer from The Rock, whether you want to mention The Rock or not, I personally wouldn't, but you can reference it with not saying The Rock. You can be like, when I realized that Cody wasn't gonna go that route, I said, screw it, man. Like I can't get it done. Like I need assurance, like if I can't, like I have a backup plan. And I bit into it, I bit into the hype. I listened to the higher ups who said it would be great for business, and I thought this would be, a win-win. I'd end up helping the company, but I'd help myself too. And, and all that would end up helping the fans, and I was wrong. Shit like that. And that's just spitballing. I figured it was going to be something in that direction. Not, oh, you were right, Cody. That's the kick in the ass I needed. Thank you. Here we go. Cena's back. It was just very anticlimactic to me, and that's why I feel something's. I know maybe I'm just hopeful, but something's got to be up, man. Like there's no way the turn back to the good side is as simple as that. Like I don't know, man. And Cody's response, Cody's reaction the whole time and his response. And I think it's interesting too that he's not in his suits anymore in the ring. He's coming out in that workout gear, well, not necessarily workout gear, but like the workout jackets and stuff. It's very, talking about seeds, very interesting. But Cody's reaction and his mannerisms while listening to Cena, watching the fans' reaction, because the fans were hyped, and that was to be expected. And I'm just hoping they don't end up pulling the trigger on it on Sunday. But the way Cody responded, saying, welcome back, John Cena, it wasn't, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he really smiled too much. I don't think he really reacted positively to it. It's not like he was like, hell yeah, like, let's fucking go. Like, this is a scene I wanted. Like, he's hyped. It was almost the response of, okay, all right. Like, it's what he wanted, but he didn't necessarily, he wanted to want it, but he didn't necessarily want it, if that makes sense. Like, now that he's got it and the fans are backing Cena, I feel like Cody's getting a little salty, like this, I don't know. That's just salty is the word I'm going to use. Like, I feel Cody is just, I don't know. He just didn't react the way you would expect him to. And with Cena mentioning as well that it was the street fight that Cody wanted, I think that's very telling as well. Just lost like 3 eyelashes. I would make a wish, but I don't want to hold you guys up. But the fact that Cena was saying it's the street. Oh my gosh, why I lose all my eyelashes? I need to stop. That they're just like pouring out. It's a street fight. Cody won it. I think it's very telling. I think that I don't know, man, because I don't want to say it because I don't want it to happen, but I'm just low-key concerned that this could be the reintroduction. I'm not maybe not Travis Scott because we've heard the news, right? Unless that's fake news as well, that they've had a falling out. But maybe The Rock coming back and Cody really aligning with that side or just aligning with the dark side. I don't know, man. I cannot wait for heel Cody, but I guess maybe I can because I don't want it to be anytime soon. I want it to be at least another year from now, or not even necessarily putting a time frame on it, but just when you feel the moment is right. Like we all get that feeling. Like in AEW, for instance, when he was getting to that point when the fans were just rejecting him for whatever reason, right or wrong, they didn't pull the trigger. And obviously he ended up leaving, so whatever. But once they get to that point in WWE, like I highly doubt he's just going to ignore it and they're just going to allow things to go downhill. And I think they're excited for that. And I think Cody, it's gonna be a different environment, in different setting and things like that. So I think he'll be much more open to that. And he's obviously already referenced it in side interviews, but I don't know, man. Last night was very interesting. And again, it felt kind of rushed. It felt like this was like a promo they knew that they were gonna do, obviously once the turn happened, but they just sped it up a few weeks or whatever the time frame is. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see how it plays out. Not to be that person, but I am gonna wait and see how it plays out, especially until after Sunday night. I think Sunday will answer a lot. So I'm going to hold off on being too upset over Friday's segment until we see how this weekend goes. Yeah, Fernando, you said John Cena turning babyface last night instead of at SummerSlam is really lame. If that's how it ends up playing out, dude, well, yeah. Very underwhelming for sure. I mean, didn't he? He should have. No. I know. He I was waiting for it, bro. I was waiting for it. God, I wish he would have said fuck them kids. Been perfect. Man, Fernando, I don't know. It's a good question. You say, why is the IWC looking forward to heel Cody? He's still one of the most popular and top merch sellers in the company. I don't know, dude. I feel like people just like want shit to happen just so it can happen. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, everything just feels rushed. Like, just, I don't know. People just want something to happen so a moment happens. And then they want the next moment. That's just what it seems like. Um, but yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna wait and see how this weekend plays out. I was fully feeling that Cody was going to win going into it. Now, to be fair and to give them credit, now I'm a little bit more 50-50. Now I'm like, shoot, will they, if Cena is a good guy again, full fledged, will they want to drag this out, and continue his good guy run so the fans can actually fully embrace and enjoy his entrance, his run to the ring, him being a champion again. Are they going to want to take that into at least Survivor Series, which is again what we were chatting about on Thursday? Survivor Series is in San Diego, I believe. Again, it's not Los Angeles, but it is California. So, do you potentially pull that out into Survivor Series? Do you take the championship until Boston now? I don't know I don't. God, I forget the exact date, but I think it's like maybe the 13th or something. I don't. Let me see. But I know it's like mid month. I wanted to see if I could pull up the date quick. September. I think it's like the 13th or something. But anyway, it's obviously one of them days in December. Date in Boston. Yeah, okay. The last thing I see is just December. So maybe they haven't announced an official date in Boston. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to go to that shit. But maybe they can have him carry the title into his last day in Boston. Cause I mean, shoot, like betting odds, if he takes it all the way to December to his last match, who's to say people aren't going to be like, oh, he's going to retire with the championship? Of course he is. He's the last world champion. Now he can just take everything that he's been saying, the last world champion, the GOAT, all this stuff, and instead of shoving it down our throats and using it as like like a in a bad way, using it in a good way. Be like, yeah, like really like celebrating it and saying like, I did this because of you guys, all this stuff, like the typical John Cena. The John Cena spin of it. But I can fully see the possibility of them wanting to take this all the way to December, have that speculation of, man, like he's gonna retire, and not even speculation, that more like, of course he's gonna retire with the championship. Now it's John Cena. Now it would be with it being in December, you could, I mean, with the Rumble right there, I was gonna say you could it's for the Undisputed Championship. They don't do tournaments. But I was gonna say you could set up a tournament leading into WrestleMania, and have the final two, or the winner of the not even the final two, but the winner of that tournament could then face the winner of the Royal Rumble, unless the Rumble winner picks the heavyweight championship. There's, I don't know, it's just bullshit and spitballing right here. But there's different things you could do, or you could just have him. I mean, I don't know. There's so many things, right? But I was gonna say, if he does take the championship to Boston, I would say the majority of people are going to be like, oh, he's going to retire with the championship now. Why lose on your last match? But I fully believe if he takes it to his last match in December, he would lose that last match and lose the championship. Now, who that's to, that's another whole nother topic. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a stronger possibility now than it was before last night, in my opinion. Especially with it being this, like, it damn near being an even 6-6. It's just, I don't know. It just seems too aligned and too, like, evened out to be coincidental. And I do wonder if Seth Rollins being out and not being able to cash in, if he is truly injured. And again, SummerSlam is going to answer a lot. SummerSlam is really going to, once come Monday, we are going to have a lot of answers to a lot of questions. Maybe new questions, which is the fun part. But I think that if Seth truly is injured, I think that probably did throw a little monkey wrench into plans. Just like the Liv Morgan, right? I feel like Seth and Morgan getting injured really did, I don't want to say screw up plans, but really caused a lot of, like, new routes and deviations. So we'll see. But if Rollins does end up cashing in, that should be wild. And that could be another layer to it as well, Cena has history with Rollins back in the Authority days. Obviously, we know the history with Rollins and Cody. And talking about scenes from earlier with Cody, that would make him even saltier, Like, he finally got the good guy Cena. He's, fighting this valiant fight. They're going through a brutal street fight. Towards the end, what do you know? Seth Rollins comes out, cashes in, wins the championship. Now the fans are pissed because good guy Cena is screwed. Technically, still good guy Cody is screwed, and Rollins is back and he's a piece of shit. I mean, people are probably going to cheer, right? Because it's the moment. But hopefully after that, people are going to be pissed at Rollins. And that could set up a fun match between Rollins and Cena, for instance, because Cena would need a rematch, potentially, right? You could set up a rematch between, well, not even a rematch, but a match between Rollins and Cena at Survivor Series. You can make it a triple threat. Survivor Series, Rollins, Cena, and Cody Rhodes for the championship. A lot of possibilities. So we'll see, man. But I think Sunday is, man, this weekend is really going to answer a lot, for sure. And speaking of this weekend, when you think of, and it's crazy how, and very cool how intertwined a lot of the stories are, because Rollins, for instance, is involved in so many different aspects, right? He's such a moving player in different roles. He potentially could cost Punk. That was another thought that we were talking about on Thursday, right? Have Rollins come out and cost Punk the championship. What has Rollins just been dying on the hill of? Ensuring that CM Punk does not win the heavyweight championship. So what better way to ensure that Punk does not win the championship than to cash in your Money in the Bank briefcase, or contract, technically. Well, it is briefcase, but you cash in your Money in the Bank contract during that match, pinning Punk after a brutal match between Gunther and Punk. Pick up the 3 count. You're the champion. So now Punk has to go through you and beat you to be the champion. And it's not just you. You have Braun Breaker, you have Bronson Reed, you have Paul Heyman on your side. So again, so many possibilities. And if you do that, that could be your match. That could be one of your that could be one of your championship matches, rather, at Survivor Series. That could be your heavyweight championship match. Rollins versus Punk at Survivor Series. And again, I know Survivor Series isn't as big as it used to be to a lot of people, but it's still one of my favorites. It's still one of my favorite pay-per-views that I go back and throw on. If I tell you guys one of my favorite pay-per-views or one of my favorite Survivor Series, y'all gonna laugh. So I'm not going to. But yeah, man, I think you can get a lot out of this weekend. And again, I'm not necessarily. I don't know. And that's why I kind of dig it too. I don't know if Rollins is hurt or not. They have, and if he is not, then props and shout out to him, Becky, and WWE because they had. I don't know if it was like. I don't think it was his birthday. Becky Lynch had posted some shit just like celebrating Rollins and their kid. I don't know what it's for. I mean it matters, but it doesn't matter for this point. But she posted something like a little slideshow on Instagram maybe like a week ago or so. And one of the slides in it was like a video of Rollins on crutches hobbling down the street. It looked like they were going to their coffee shop, which is so dope. That's why I love Rollins, man. Like he just seems like such a cool person, dude. Like he's one of those like low key, like probably not like maybe a top choice, but I don't know. But like low key, I would just love to get to know him as like just like the real person because he seems cool as fuck, man. Like his music taste, just like the shit that he's into. The dude owns a coffee shop that's attached to his wrestling training school. I mean, like that's just ideal. So yeah, it was a little video of him, hobbling on his crutches down the street. It looked like to the coffee shop with the daughter. You know what I mean? Nothing. It's cute. Cute moment. But it confirmed that he was on crutches. Now, that could be a ruse. No pun intended. I think that's their daughter. That's their daughter's name. But I don't know. Could be an old clip. I don't know. But I don't know if their daughter was around when he had his knee. No, they weren't even married when he had his knee surgery. So I don't know. We'll see. But there's just so many different routes, guys. What up, Universal? What up? Oh yeah, boss. You said no more triple threats. Every WWE show has one a week tops. Yeah, I'm not advocating for a triple threat. Just kind of going through the different scenarios and the different things that, excuse me, I could see them doing. But yeah, I totally with you there. And Mackenzie, what up, Mackenzie Johnson? You said, why would Cody turn heel? We have enough heels on SmackDown. Again, another point and another very fair point as to why he should not. And again, if you guys know me, man, I am not advocating for Cody to turn anytime soon. Like I said a little bit ago, I can't. And again, I can't say. I shouldn't say I can't wait because I can wait. I'm super excited is a more proper phrase for the day when he does turn heel in WWE because I just feel like it's going to be fantastic and I can't wait for Brandy Rhodes to come back. Excuse me. I know she's going to come back when he turns heel because for whatever reason, people just love to boo Brandy. It cracks me up. Poor thing. But I just can't wait for that. Cannot wait. And we're going to get like the dark hair Cody again. Like, oh, it's going to be fantastic. Well, I just said I can't wait again. There we go. I can wait. I'm excited for it, but I don't want it to be rushed. I want it to make sense. And right now, it would be very rushed. Yes, you can make it make sense, but you're forcing it right now. And I just feel like you're playing your cards and showing your hand way too soon if you're WWE. Way too soon. And especially because, like I've said before, and I'm a huge Cody fan, right? Like he's right up there for me. But you have something so special with Cody. Especially in this day and age, y'all, and you guys know, like he is. When you look at Cody, you like if you were just a non-fan, right? Just turning on the TV and you saw Cody Rhodes standing in the ring, right? And you had no audio, you would be like, yo, that guy's and you had to take a guess, right? Or if you had a basic understanding of wrestling, right? Like you would probably assume like, oh, that guy's most likely a bad guy, right? Because he looks he looks like that preachy asshole. You know what I mean? Like that dude that thinks he's better than everyone. He dresses better than everyone. He spends thousands of dollars on a suit, like thousands of dollars on Rolexes, cigars, just like all this shit, right? Like his shoes are probably like a year of my rent. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. So, I was actually thinking maybe I would want to do that math, but maybe I wouldn't. It probably hurt my soul. But shit like that. You know what I mean? Like you would look at him and be like, "Oh, this pompous asshole," but he's not. He's not. He can be in that role, but he's not. The way he is able to look that part, clean cut, suit to the T, right? 3-piece suit, always like beautiful. Looks like hair's always like slicked back, always like the manicured nails. Like he looks fresh as fuck, dude. Like there was a clip of him. I had to be on Twitter. This dude, or maybe it was on Instagram, whatever. He was at a pizza shop, and the dude was wearing a suit. He was wearing a suit, making a pizza, flipping the dough around, making a pizza. And I'm like, this dude just cannot stop wearing a suit. And I'm just like, props to you, man. And it doesn't, I guess it does bother me, but I'm just like, yo, like, relax, my guy, relax. Yeah, you got to be hot. You're standing by an oven. Like, you're going to get, like, flour and butter and shit all over your suit. I mean, he's got probably hundreds of suits, so it doesn't matter. But, like, I don't know, man. Like, he just looks like that dude. Even that, like, if you were to walk into that shop, be like, who's that asshole back there in the suit making my pizza? You know, like, why is he wearing a suit, flipping the dough around? Like, who do you think you are, dude? Like, that could be a lot of people's natural reaction. Maybe it's just me, and maybe I'm just judgy. But no, dude, it's the exact opposite. Like, he makes you feel like you're the only person in the room. That 5, 10, 15 seconds that you get when he's slapping your hand or like taking a picture with you on his way to the back, or if you're at a meet and greet and you have like a minute or two, or whatever the environment is, that dude makes you feel like not that maybe that he was there to see you, you know, like that moment, he's all about you. And that's special, man. That's special. That's why I'm like, you don't throw that away. To be able to be that kind of good guy and to be able to have so many people love you and respect you and to root for you consistently for years now in this version of himself. Man, I just think that's special. And to throw that away for 6 months because Cena is here, like, what are you gonna do after those 6 months? Who's gonna be your number one face? Punk? I mean, I love that, but to be completely fair, like Punk isn't at that level. At that undying, overwhelming love. Like, yes, he gets tremendous reactions and shit like that. And he could if they moved that spotlight from shining like the good guy light from Cody and moved it to Punk. You could, obviously, you know, like if you really put that energy into it, and that could be your match, for instance, next year at WrestleMania. So you could, but I just feel like even with that, like you can drag that out more. Like you have so many other, excuse me, so many other options right now. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Excuse me, man. I'm talking myself, talking my voice away. I don't know. That's just where I'm at with it. I didn't expect to go that long on it, but the more I sit here and talk, the more I think about what could happen. But yeah, let me see. What up, Maddie? You're back. You're back. Did you you take a little naparoo? Sometimes those sessions get you, bro. Depending on that strain, get you. Y'all crack me up. I love you guys. Y'all are great. Yo. And I don't know if I could say, but Big Johnson. You guys have to see the comments. You guys have to see the comments to know what I'm referring to for Big Johnson. I don't know if I could say the D word on here. I mean, I said the F word, but for like advertisers, like I know certain things are weird, but and I don't want to get Brashing Media in trouble. I'll get myself in trouble on my channel, but y'all know he was a writer? That motherfucker was a writer. Oh my god. The shit we went through as fans, y'all. We all should have PTSD. What up, Real? What up? What up? Oh, guys, you guys are great. I appreciate you. Fernando, you're great. You said that's why we're here to listen to you talk wrestling. Yeah, well, I mean, that's fucking facts. Yeah, I guess. That's, I mean, not even I guess, that's facts. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Um, Apparently we have a script writer in here, right? Cool. Right. What a real, what is it? Real bias? Oh gosh, you guys crack me up. But yeah, so that was the big happenings on SmackDown, y'all. Like that, you know, obviously the first 45 minutes of the show that I just spoke on, the Cena and Cody of it all, and then the Jelly Roll and Randy Orton and McIntyre and Logan Paul of it all. I'm happy McIntyre is back. That's just crazy, you know, like his passport issues. Just crazy, man. Oh, there's so much I could say, but I'm not going to because I don't want to get like I don't want it to veer political. But it's like I've read that there's a lot of issues with people traveling in and out of the U.S. And people not even wanting to attempt to like vacation and travel over here because of like just issues. Um, so yeah, man, like you again, I'm not taking it political, but it's just I it just sucks. And that wasn't his. Like I think he just forgot his like I think it was like he had his UK passport and he forgot his US passport or some shit. I didn't even know there were, I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? But I didn't even know there was different like you needed like different types of passports. Like and again, I guess it makes sense, but a little naive me, like I have my passport. Obviously, I live in the US. I haven't gotten a chance to like use it to stamp it yet, but yeah, like I didn't know. So the more you know, right? So I learned something new out of that. But yo, if I was him, I'd have been pissed if I missed SummerSlam over some dumb shit like that. But I knew like he had plenty of time to get that shit back, and shit, WWE would like fly their personal jet and pick up that shit and take it to him if they needed to. Um, and they have options too. Like Miz had posted something saying that he was available, and I didn't watch the video. I just saw like a title that you know he threw out that he was out there. And speaking of Miz, there was some rumblings maybe a couple months ago that his contract was coming up or potentially like he was on a bubble or something. I was like, no, not Miz. But it is a little interesting. They haven't used him as much lately. I mean, again, they have so much talent. It's just a rotation, and as it should be. You know, like I think you should have a healthy rotation of talent. So yeah, maybe it's just something like that. And I know he has been filming different shows. I mean, what was it? American Gladiators, I think he was going to be the host of. I know he had filmed that Wipeout show in the past. That dude is just everywhere. So props to him. Like that guy, he's a, you want to talk about like a little, I don't know if role model is the proper term, but, or inspiration seems too strong, but just someone out there who like bet on yourself, like that phrase, like he is the true definition of that, man. Like you think back to the Real World days, like he was on like the very first season of Real World, I think it was, or one of the first ones, and he was like, "Yo, I want to be a wrestler, I want to be a WWE superstar, or whatever." And so many people laughed at him, you know, but he stuck with it, man. Like he believed in himself, and he knew he got treated like shit in the locker room when the first few years he was there, I believe. Um, and just to think of the transformation, y'all remember like one of his little slogans was "chick magnet," and he had like a little baby chick and then the magnet, and he had like that spiked haircut, like what do they call it, like the spike in the center, and he wore like a little top hat sometimes with a bandana. He was the host of Smackdown when he first started. Like, just the longevity too. That man, props to him. And then look who he ended up marrying. He fucking married Maurice, dude. Like, God bless him. He found the cheat code at life, and he fucking took full advantage of that. Like, God bless that man. He did great. He did great in life. So props to him and shout out to him, because all those people who laughed at him, who gave him shit, stuffed him in a locker, did shit to his bag, maybe shit in his bag, whatever. Who's laughing now? You know? And that's the best revenge. People say, like, it's tough. It's so tough to be the bigger man, or to just keep your head down and just to truck through it. But yo, this dude has millions and millions and millions in the bank. He has a beautiful family, a beautiful house. He's on countless TV shows. Who won, bro? Who fucking won? So shout out to Miz. And he does deserve to be on Smack or on SummerSlam. I don't know what he would be doing, but he deserves it. Damn it, Maddie, you had that haircut. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Did you? Oh, you remember the Y'all remember the clothing brand, Famous Stars and Stripes? I think it was, with the F. Did you? Did you have one of those belt buckles? I remember that shit. Yo, those are the days. Yo, those are the fucking days. I need to stop saying that word on here. I'm sorry. But yeah, and again, so that's pretty much the gist of it from SmackDown, guys. We have, I'm gonna pull up the card here again from night one, or for night one. Y'all, I was wrong, and again, I don't think Sean is here right now, but I was wrong on the preview show. I looked up something, and there was like conflicting reports, so everything that I was reading said 7 p.m. start time, but apparently it is 6 p.m. Eastern start time for SummerSlam, which is very early, which I am not mad at. So I'm expecting the show with 6 matches to be finished like 10, maybe 10:30 ish. Um, so yeah, that's a good night. That's a good night for sure. But I want to run down the card here really quick. And again, I'm not gonna go through predictions, or maybe I will. We'll see. Because I have done that already. Oh yeah, shit, Mr. Iguana. Maddie, thank you, bro. Mr. Shit. Said it again. Mr. Iguana was there. I was not expecting that dude to come out. What are y'all's thoughts on Mr. Iguana? I don't know how to feel. It doesn't bother me. It kind of reminds me of Santina Morella. Maybe that's blasphemy. But with the Cobra, right? With the Cobra. Yeah, I don't know. But, and again, Mr. Iguana, my first exposure to him was that Worlds Collide, PLE, or whatever you want to call it, show that they did on YouTube. So does he talk to the iguana? Is it like what's the relationship like with the iguana? Are they like mutuals? Like, do they talk? Do they communicate? Or is like he's like, no, of course this is my pet. Like, like he, I don't know. Or does he just like what level is the relationship with the iguana? Or what is it? Frisca? Fresca? That's a drink. Fresca's a drink, right? A beverage. What the hell is the name of the iguana? Not Frisca. Ayuska. What the hell is, no, that's not Ayuska. That's the shit Aaron Rodgers does. What the fuck is the name of that iguana? Ayuska. The fuck is the name of this iguana? Hold on. Does anyone want to see if you guys know in the chat? What the hell is the name of this iguana? What is the I got it. Yeah, now Maddie, you got me on this damn iguana. Yeska. So I was kind of close. Yeska. What does that mean in English? What does Yeska mean? Make sure I'm going to get their pronouns right. Yeska. No fucking way. No, it's not. Maddie, did you know this? Is this why you love the iguana? Stop it. Fernando, did you know this? Wait, Fernando, did you? Stop it. Did y'all know this is Did y'all know this is the name? This is. I don't know what I can say on here. Stop it. I'm just gonna. I'm dying right now. So, okay. The name of the iguana is La Yesca. La Yesca, right? And La Yesca, I looked it up. I just typed in La Yesca. Yesca, according to Google's AI, can refer to several things, including a slang term for MJ, for your name, Maddie. And a Spanish word for tender or kindling. It also refers to a I can't say that word. To a town in Mexico. Additionally, Yesca is used by some as a brand name for Maddie's products. Yo, I may be a new fan of Mr. Iguana. Shut the F up. I can't say it. I don't know why I can't say it. Municipality. There was also a musical group called Yesca, known for contributing songs to the Cheech and Chong movie Up in Smoke. I fucking love this. This is tremendous. This just made my day. Get out of here. I don't know if this is right. And again, I'm just gonna. This is right now. This is right. This. I'm just confirming it. This is now the meaning behind the iguana. Mr. Iguana. I gotta confirm this. Mr. Iguana. You signed La Yesca, yeah. Fucking tremendous, bro. Oh, I love it. That just made my day. I need to go get a La Yesca shirt now. That just fucking made my day. Mr. Iguana is a stoner. That is just fucking tremendous. I had no idea. Wrestling is fantastic. Wrestling is fantastic. Oh, Maddie, thank you. Thank you for bringing that up, my friend. Another reason why I like you. His real name is Santiago Ibarra Calderon. I can't roll my R's. Calderon. Better known by his ring name, Mr. Iguana. Mr. because the G is silent in Spanish. So Mr. Iguana. Did that sound right? I've been working on my Spanish. Mr. Iguana and La Yesca. Yo, made my day. All right, guys. I'm going to try to move on for that. That's just fantastic. Maddie, dude, I do too, man. I do too. That just made my day. So his gimmick is he's off his tits. Yeah, exactly, Si. Exactly. Oh, Maddie. Totally hijacked the show, Ash. He did. Oh, that's fantastic. I love you guys so much. Oh, the boss. I'm totally. Yo, let me see. No, y'all are going to have to sit with me for a couple more minutes because do they have this shit on WWE Shop? And I know none of those motherfuckers. I'm sorry, Zach and Branching Media. I'm sorry, but I know these guys. I'm trying with my mouth. I know these guys at WWE Shop do not know what La Yesca is. So, I mean, maybe it's just me, Mr. Iguana. So they do have a Mr. Iguana shirt, but no La Yesca yet. You better believe, y'all, when there is a La Yesca, I will be getting that shit. No doubt. Oh, made my day. I'm gonna share the screen with you guys so y'all can see it. There's the shirt. Oh, it's tremendous. I mean, that's not even a bad looking shirt. That's actually pretty dope. I might even just get that now. $25. And I think it'll probably be free shipping. They always do some shit like that. Yeah. Tremendous. Tremendous. All right, guys. Y'all just made my day. Y'all just made my day. Oh my god. Oh my god. Maddie, what's your favorite animal, bro? You have a lot of options. You gotta be careful out there, Maddie. You're in Australia, right? Y'all have some crazy talk about animals. Y'all have some crazy spiders out there, y'all. You need to be careful out there. I really want to go to I want to go to Australia. But between like the spiders and there's one other shit that people like, you really gotta be careful. They can just fucking get you out of nowhere. But I really want to see like a real authentic kangaroo. I know that's so cliche, right? Finishing move could be like sorry, I can't put that on the screen, but you're great. Kookaburra. What the hell is a kookaburra? They are emus and kangaroo. There are emus and kangaroos out back here. Out back. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Wayne Z, you said you low key look like Becky Lynch. I just say bro to everyone. It's crazy you say that shit. I mean, I've gained weight in my face now. But it's crazy you say that shit because when I met Becky in 2019, someone else said that shit too. And I was like, and when I posted my picture on Facebook, a couple people commented that, and I was just like, that's nah. But it's just kind of crazy to say that and shit. I love Becky, so I'll take it. Sigh. Next to the with horses. You're great. Y'all are great. All right, guys. We are going to be. I'm going to derail the show and get kicked off here, or be banned, or get Brass Ring Media in trouble. But guys, thank you so much. It's been fun. It's been great. I didn't go down the Smackdown or the SummerSlam card, so I will do that because I have derailed the show. Like Yeska. Like I just love that. I love me some La Yesca. So the official card for this evening, and again, the special start time is at 6 p.m. Eastern, wherever you are in the world. Do that conversion because I don't know, but I'm sure you know. So yeah, 6 p.m. It's like a fucking, it's like a effing 3-hour pre-show. So y'all have fun with that. I will not be watching the 3-hour pre-show. I'll probably have it on in the background. But yeah, stay tuned. I hopefully we'll be doing a watch along. So let me stop rambling on here so I can get to getting to do what I need to do. But the card for this evening is, and they have confirmed that the main event is, of course, Gunther defending the heavyweight championship against CM Punk. Yeah, a lot of speculation with that one. We have Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross in a singles match. If Kross wins, Sami Zayn has to say the words "Kross was right." If Zayn wins, Kross must say "I was wrong." So there's that. I think I love Karrion Kross. I'm not gonna say I love, but I'm a big fan of Karrion Kross. You know, I'm on that boat by myself. It's fine, but I'm hoping this is the start of something bigger for him. Again, I'm not saying he needs to be the heavyweight champion or anything absurd, right? But I just feel like there's something there, and take advantage of it. Accentuate the positives, hide the weaknesses. You know. Next, we have the Judgment Day, your Women's Tag Team Champions Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defending against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I'm actually very excited for this match too because I love what they've been doing with Charlotte Flair lately. She just, you guys know how I feel about Charlotte too. So this has just been like a different vibe, you know, and a different feel of her character. So I'm digging it, and I hope they pull the trigger here. But I'm just really excited to see the reaction too. I think this match is going to be fun. Of course, we have Randy Orton and Jelly Roll, well, not defending, but facing off against Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. I think we're going to get something special from Jelly Roll. I think, I said on Thursday, y'all, I'm going to call it. I think we'll get like a Canadian Destroyer or some type shit from him. I don't know what that's going to even, like, I can't even imagine what that looks like, but he's going to hit something like that or like some shit off the top rope or something. I just wait for it. We have Tiffany Stratton, our WWE SmackDown Women's Champion, defending against Jade Cargill. I think this is a big moment for both women, obviously, but a big moment for Jade. So looking forward to this one, too, to see what it looks like. And then, of course, we have Roman Reigns and Jey Uso facing off against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. I'm wondering now if this match will open, since we have confirmed that the championship match will main event the show. Because it'll be weird to see Roman just like in the middle of a card, right? Yeah, I don't know. I could see maybe starting with Roman and like with the Roman tag match, then maybe going Stratton and Cargill, maybe Orton and the Paul tag team match, then Sami Zayn. I don't know, and then obviously going from there, but we will see. We will see. In regards to the main event, though, Seth Rollins is the wild card, like I was saying earlier, for so much. But I don't think we get a new champion here. I think Gunther retains. I don't know what we do with him going forward, though. So that's the real question mark for me too. So a lot of questions, like I said, going into SummerSlam weekend, and I hopefully expecting to get a lot of answers coming out of it. But like I said, guys, we'll be wrapping up here. It's been a fun show. It's been very fun. Thank you all for watching on Twitter. There's a lot of you guys watching over there. I appreciate that very much. A lot of you guys watch on Twitter. Like we got over 900 people watching over there on RVD stream. So I appreciate you guys. Pretty dope that you guys watch over there. Of course, everyone here watching on YouTube as well. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel here and like the stream. That'd be pretty dope. If you are not subscribed to my channel, feel free to subscribe there as well. Kickash Podcast. That'd be pretty dope. Again, hopefully we'll be doing a watch along tonight. If not a watch along, definitely we'll be doing a review show. So stay tuned for that. But you guys are great. Until next time, guys, for Brass Ring Media, for me, it'll be next weekend. But until next time, officially, guys, enjoy SummerSlam weekend. It should be a fun weekend, especially tomorrow night to see what happens in that main event. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe and take care, guys. Till next time.